Essay on water pollution. Water covers two-thirds of the Earth's surface, with cover 97% in the ocean and less than 1% in freshwater streams and lakes. Water is also present in the atmosphere in solid form in the polar ice caps and as groundwater in aquifer water-bearing rocks deep underground. Water has many remarkable properties. It is sometimes referred to as the universal solvent, readily dissolving a wide range of chemical substances. It also acts as a fluid medium, facilitating the dispersal of undissolved particular matter. Water pollution may be defined as any chemical or physical change in water detrimentally to living organisms. It can occur through natural process, for example, by sediments produced by natural erosion. Water bodies are a major recipient of an extensive array by waste produced by human activity. This may be discharged directly into water courses by sewers or pipes from factories or be washed down from agriculture or urban area, particularly after heavy rains under rather exceptional circumstances. Water body may become significantly contaminated by the atmospheric deposition of pollutant. Source and consequences. Water pollution is a global problem and one that does not respect national boundaries. Source of pollution may be domestic, agricultural, or industrial. In less developed country, human and animal wastage and sediments from unsound agriculture and forestry practice are the main pollutants. In more developed countries, industrial pollutants such as toxic metal, organic chemical, and heat added to the water pollution problem. The effectiveness of treating wastage prior to their release into the environment determines the balancing between potential and actual pollution. Organic oxygen demanding wastage. The release of large quantities of oxygen demanding organic waste into water courses often has disastrous effect on the indigenous flora and fauna. The primary source of organic waste released into fresh water is sewage effluent. Other sources include runoff from urban area and from some industrial effluent. The recent intensification of livestock production with large herds concentrated in a small area has exacerbated the problem of organic pollution from farm animal wastage. Plant nutrient. Aquatic primary productivity is often limited by the ability of inorganic plant nutrition in freshwater lakes and rivers. The limiting nutrient element is usually phosphorus, whilst in marine waters nitrogen is often in short supply. If a small amount of nutrients enter aquatic ecosystem where they are normally limiting primary productivity is stimulated, the water body becomes over enriched by excessive nutrient input and consequently polluted. Acidification. Both acid rain and acid mine drainage contribute significantly to the acidification of natural water. These two phenomena are dealt with in detail in this section. However, there are other causes of this particular type of water pollution. For example, the planting of extensive tracts of coniferous forest, usually in upland area, results in the acidification of the soil and the water which drain these plantation. Organ chlorides. Organ chlorides are the name suggests organic compound containing chloride. Manufactured organ chlorides include a number of pesticides, for example DDT and polychlorinated biphenyls or PCBs, as they are known. These two groups will be considered separately, although they do share a number of important characteristics. For example, both groups are reported to have endocrine distributing properties. Organ chloride pesticides. In 1940, the first organ chloride pesticide DDT, diphenylo trichloroethane was manufactured for the Allied forces to be used during the Second World War. It met with unprecedented success against a number of insect-borne diseases, for example, malaria in the tropics and typhus in Italy. It had many advantages. It was cheap to manufacture, persisted in the environment, and could be applied from the air. After the war, DDT was used extensively, not only to control insect population responsible for the spread of disease, but to control insect pests attacking agricultural crops. And the successes of DDT resulted in the development and manufacture of other organ chloride pesticides, for example, lindine and didyrine. While drilling for oil is one of the major extractive industry, crude oil is a complex mixture of thousands of different organic molecules, mainly hydrocarbon, aromatics, alkane, and cyclohexane. It is refined by the process of fractional distillation to yield a number of commercially important products such as petrol, diesel, oil, and tar. From these different types of oils, seas and rivers are being polluted regularly. Sometimes accidental spillage from oil tanker causes drastic damage to the environment through oil pollution. All types of aquatic form of life thus face the ill effect. Thermal pollutant. Water is able to absorb large quantity of heat without appreciably increasing its own temperature or charging from its liquid state. This high heat capacity means that is extensively used as a coolant in many industries. The principal user of water is a coolant in the electricity generating industry. The often discharge of a high quantity of hot water and thus causing thermal pollution. Thermal pollution affects aquatic ecosystem in a variety of ways. In general, the species composition changes as a species tolerant of warmer waters replace those unable to adapt. This transition is often accompanied by a overall decreases in species richness. For example, attacked algae in heated effluent were reported to show an increase in biomasses, but a decrease in the number of species represented.